Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Now I am mega excited for today. We are going to be attempting to see how long I can run at Eliud Kipchoge's sub 2 hour marathon pace. He's possibly the greatest endurance athlete to grace this earth, and almost certainly the greatest marathon runner to ever exist, with a PB of 1 hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds, which is just mind-bogglingly quick. Like, literally, 99% of people couldn't run that for a minute, which is just ridiculous to say the least. I'm going to need all the help I can get with this challenge, so I've got this one for moral support. I had a hefty 10-hour sleep last night, which was awesome to say the least. I fueled well and taken on some good food, so I'm feeling energized and ready to go. Now I'm going to do half of my session first as sort of my warm-up, if you want to call it that, because Kipchoge runs fast, and I don't really want to just jump into it cold. So I'll probably do 45 minutes to an hour on the treadmill first, then do the sort of how long I can run at Kipchoge's pace, and then finish that session off. It's going to be juicy. Now in terms of the pacing, Kipchoge runs at 2:51 per kilometre or 4:35 per mile, which is just ridiculously fast. And for those of you that don't understand what that means because you don't run, imagine I told someone who doesn't do much sport and maybe goes to the gym once or twice a week to run to the end of the road as fast and as hard as they could. They would probably struggle to hold Kipchoge's pace for that 1 or 2 minutes, however long it was, and he runs that for 2 hours. So that just puts into perspective how fast it is. If you don't believe me, go and try it. Download an app on your phone that can track your pace and run to the end of your road, and you will be surprised, trust me. So warm-up is done. I think I underestimated how fast it actually is. You know, it's a fast pace. But yeah, we're going to start and get cracking with this challenge. So let's get going. See you on the other side. I initially started and felt so unbelievably good. I could not believe it. Running at 2:51 per kilometre pace and feeling fresh in the scheme of things. The one thing I thought that massively benefited me with this was that I started with a very high heart rate of 181 beats per minute. The reason for this was because I did lots of strides prior to actually starting so that my heart rate would be higher deliberately, which means you don't get that initial spike when you start and that sort of like hyperventilating where you're like, and this made that initial minute and a half really easy for me to get through. However, after that, it went from good to shit so quickly. I am so surprised. You know, a minute and a half in and I'm feeling it. What the freak? Like, he's running that for 2 hours and I consider myself a pretty good runner in the scheme of things. And after 1 minute 30, 90 seconds, I was struggling. Oh God, it literally is mind-boggling. I also got a massive lactate build in my legs, which is obviously something that you do not want to experience in a marathon. It should be very aerobic. This was obviously not an aerobic act for me. I think really quickly I got a massive appreciation for actually how fast Kipchoge does run. Within then 3 minutes, my heart rate had gone to just over 190 BPM. So that is all done now. My God, was it hard. It went from being really good to really bad in like the space of 2 minutes. You know, I was gonna say I was cruising along. I wasn't cruising along, but I was doing okay. And then suddenly I literally hit the wall and was like, no, this is not all right. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go and grab a shower, grab a bite to eat, and I'll go through all the times and how far I got and all that stuff in a sec when I'm sat down and I'm showered and I'm not hot, sweating, frigging stinking. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. Wow, that was hard. I am absolutely fried and my legs are shagged. Well, yeah, that's pretty much sums them up, to be honest with you. I'm celebrating with a banana and some Sainsbury's sushi, baby. So yeah, celebrating in style. Now, onto the juicy bits, the numbers, the stuff that you guys are all waiting for. The first thing I'd actually point out is that I ran 24 kilometres in total, and I stopped halfway through my session to do the Kipchoge challenge, so I wasn't like perfectly fresh. Now, the logic for me doing this was because I wanted to make sure I was properly warmed up and I wasn't just going into this cold. The last thing I want to pick up now is an injury to niggle with the race season approaching, so that may have hampered my time a little bit, but so be it. I'm injury free, so it's all good. Now, with the time, I ended up going for 9 minutes, 30 seconds. I'll pop all this on the screen so you guys can see, which equated to just over 3 kilometres, which doesn't sound like much, to be honest with you, when you sort of compare it to Kipchoge's 2 hours. But look, I challenge any of you guys to go and do it, or comment down below what you think you could do it in, because it's a lot harder than you necessarily think. Honestly, like, I consider myself to be a pretty good runner and reckon I could go sort of 15 something. Well, I reckon I'll go sub 16 in the 5K. And I only got 9 minutes. Like, 9 minutes. The fact that Kipchoge goes for 2 hours is just ridiculous. It's insane. It's just, like, awesome. But yeah, I've got a swim now to finish off the day, and then that's me pretty much done. But this challenge has been pretty good. I'm really glad I've done it. I think it just gives you like an insight into how quick he actually is. You know, I don't think you can actually understand it unless you go and run it. And look, I challenge any of you guys to go and do it and let me know if you do it and how you do, because that would be really cool to hear. But yeah, you know, I'm happy with the fact I've done it. I had a good day of training, gonna have a nice recovery swim this evening, and a sauna and a steam room, because that is what we do. And then probably grab an early night or something, and then get back to it tomorrow. But if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, because that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. And then I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.